Hey guys, Hibiscus Moon here, Crystal Blessings. I'm gonna do a vlog today. I, sometimes, and I've had these before where you just have one of those days. I like to keep a regimented schedule and have certain things that I do on certain days. But today I opened up my Etsy shop for a very quick crystal trunk show, I was calling it. And so it kind of, threw a wrench into my normal schedule. So, and there was a couple other things, and these are signs. So I'm taking the hint and I'm following the signs. So, the other thing that was going on was I wanted to have, okay, today I normally is Friday. And normally for me, for the past year or so, I don't know, I take Fridays as my writing blog or doing video vlog, blog, blah, 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 blah. Or I also write up my newsletter and I get it ready and then I add whatever I need to add to it and then it releases usually the following week. So anyway, I was not able to do that because of the schedule, like I said. And this growing crystals video, which I had filmed maybe a month ago or more, is really throwing us for a loop in the editing department. My girl Diana, who edits my videos, she's probably watching this going, hell yeah! She even emailed me and said, you're killing me. You are killing me. So it was very difficult for me to film. I usually film them by myself. I usually don't get any help from anybody except for afterwards where Diana helps big time with the editing. And then I had all these separate clips, which is what made it insane crazy, and we're still trying to get it edited. And then it also requires a lot of work on my part to go through and say, okay, this goes here from this second to this second, like literally down to the millisecond. This happens, then this happens. And then if you get one thing confused, it's like crazy insane. All right. Back here I have my Heisenberg doll, which I have in another vlog, which I don't know if I'm going to put it out or not because this is just going to go all over the place. I got this new webcam mic to go with my webcam. Isn't it cool? It's blue. And I filmed this video with my Heisenberg doll when I had first gotten that mic, and I didn't realize that there's a special volume control, so it's really low. So if I do post it, you're going to have to turn the volume up. You can turn the volume up on the video itself within YouTube, and let me get to YouTube in just a second. And you can turn the volume up on your computer or your device, and hopefully it'll be okay. I mean, it was kind of spur of the moment type of thing, so I can't do it again, and it wasn't anything fancy schmancy. It was just I got a bunch of these Breaking Bad t-shirts. Check them out. Heisenberg in the Erlenmeyer flask. And I had my Breaking Bad earrings, and I just, I went with what was going on at the time. So anyway, that's what's going on with that video. It's not ready. And this newsletter is just going to be this, it's just going to be basically tell you what's going on. There's a bunch of things going on right now. I have a meetup coming up in a couple of weeks if you're going to be in South Florida at the West Palm Beach Gem and Mineral Show. We do that every year, and so hopefully that'll be a lot of fun if you can make it. If you can't, do not fly down for this. You will be extremely disappointed. It's not like going to Tucson, guys, not at all. So save your airfare for Tucson. Maybe we could do another meetup out there. I don't know, but anyway, so there's that. By the time you see this, the Crystal Trunk Show will probably be done. I have a survey in my newsletter that I probably will post along with this video, that hopefully you can participate in that. And, okay, YouTube. Yeah. What is up, YouTube? I've been on YouTube probably the longest of all the other little things that I do and social media and stuff like that. I've been on YouTube since 2007, and it's what kind of connected me to everybody in this community, in the spirituality community, if you want to call it that. It's where I met a lot of friends and really got me on the map, so to speak. And so I have great love for YouTube. I'm a YouTube partner, and I've always, always loved YouTube. And, all these social medias go through changes. And YouTube is no different. And they have to. Everything has to evolve. I mean, otherwise we'd still be, come on. It's the internet. We gotta evolve, and things are gonna change. But this last change is really throwing me for a loop, guys. I don't really know what I'm going to do. If you haven't noticed already, if you're a big YouTube user, some of you aren't. Some of you watch your YouTube content and consume it in different ways, like from your smart TV boxes or from your smartphones or whatever. But those of us that are really on YouTube, we comment. I still comment on other people's videos we like. I reply to people who comment on my videos often. I don't get to everybody, but I try to. Well, guys, I'm gonna have to apologize in advance because I don't know how to reply now. They've hooked it up to where now it's got to go. You have to go to Google Plus to see your comments and to reply back to your comments. But you can reply back to your own comment in a YouTube video. It's very strange. I don't know. I don't think it's going to stay like that because it doesn't really make sense. I see that YouTube and Google are one. Google has owned YouTube for a long time, and they want to merge it into one site or something. So do that. Just make it one site. I guess they want you to use your Google Plus account on YouTube, which they kind of made us do recently. But now this whole commenting thing really has me weirded out, and it's really going to affect the engagement that they're so pushing on YouTube, because I'm not gonna be able to comment back to you guys until we figure this out. I don't know. I mean, I'm sure there's a way to do it, and I'm usually pretty good at sleuthing out things, but I didn't want to go spend an afternoon trying to figure out or more how to comment and read comments on YouTube. Right now, I don't have time. So, I don't know. I guess I'm not going to be commenting for a little while until this changes. So please don't take it personally. I don't accept or see personal or PM messages on any social media because it's overwhelming. It's way too much, guys. And even my virtual assistant would not be able to keep up. And there's no way to keep track either on any of those things. And they're very unreliable. So we don't do that. All right, so that's it about the YouTube changes. So hopefully we'll learn how to do it, or they'll change it into a way that's easier, and we'll settle into the new way. All right, now I want to show you this. I have my oracle cards out because I was sifting through them trying to find these two cards, which prompted me to get two new crystals. These are mine. I'm not going to be selling them or anything, but I thought this was exciting. Okay, I pull one card a day usually, and this was one card I pulled one morning. It's Winter Solstice Reflection, and then I meditated on it a little bit, and I usually try to figure out what crystal is this resonating with for me, and then I try to work with that crystal for the day. So crystal or mineral. So, well, crystals are minerals, but that's besides the point. So the one that came up for me for this was silver. Silver's got a very feminine energy. I have a video all about silver, so I'm not going to get into that. But so I was like, okay, I'll wear my silver necklace. And I had recently been shopping for a new silver necklace because they tend to turn on me because of my body's pH. And all right, so whatever with that. All right, so I worked with silver, worked out very nicely. Then the following day, I pulled this card because I have two decks, by the way. You guys have heard me talk about this. This is the Earth Magic deck and then the Crystal Oracle, and I merged them together into one deck, and so that's what I work with. This is like two decks merged into one. So the following day, I pulled Rutilated Quartz. And whenever I pull one of a crystal that I don't have, I see that as a sign that it's one that I need to have in my collection. And I've pulled this before and ignored the Rutilated Quartz because I don't have a personal Rutilated Quartz piece in my collection. Or I should say I didn't have. So when I pulled this, right after this, I was like, okay, let me sit on this for a while, see if a Rutilated Quartz pops up. Sure enough, that day, a Rutilated Quartz popped up in my environment that was actually silver rutilated. So the rutiles, which are like little hair-like strings of minerals within the quartz were actually silver rutiles, like silver little hairs. Some people call it angel hair quartz. So I was like, wow. And the day before, my whole message was about silver. And that like reminds me of winter solstice and reflection and feminine energy. So I needed to I knew this was my rutilated quartz piece that I had to have. And it is here. It is a silver rutilated. Now I'm going to get really nice and close so you can see this precious crystal. Those are all silver rutiles in there. So individual filaments, I'm going off camera here and I want to get in here nice and focused. Individual filaments of silver in there. Can you see that? Is that amazing? Oh, just absolutely beautiful. So I was really, really excited to get that piece. Okay, and then another one that I've been wanting to get for a while, they're not easy to find, especially not in good condition, is stellar beam calcite. So let me get in a little bit closer to that. It has kind of like it's a golden hue calcite, but it doesn't have the normal formation of calcite. It has this pointed or horn-like quality to it. Really, really cool. So my first experience with working with stellar beam calcite, I'd heard about it for a while, was my friend Michelle. If you're watching this, hi Michelle. She used to have an amazing shop, and still to this day I say that it was one of the most amazing sacred healing spaces, one of the most profound and powerful ones I've ever been in. And I would go to it every once in a while, and she would have a crystal healing circle. And when I would meditate there with my crystals, I would have the deepest, most profound messages of my crystals, with my crystals. And then come to find out, she told us that she had the room gridded in stellar beam calcite. And stellar beam calcite is known for having a real divine connection, one that allows you to really connect with your transpersonal chakras and connect with interdimensions, within interdimensions, or make that interdimensional shift. So I felt that before I ever knew the room was gridded in stellar beam calcite. And then she told us, so cool that you did that, Michelle, and it's still stuck with me to this day. She no longer has that healing space, but that was really, really cool. So I finally got my own piece of stellar beam calcite that I really fell in love with the piece and the quality of it. So I'm really excited about that. All right, this video is long enough. I've vlogged and rambled enough. I'm sure you're tired of it. So that's everything I have for today. Okay, all, I'll see you hopefully next week. I hope we'll have that growing crystals video ready for you. If not, we'll be back on schedule and we'll have something else cool and sparkly. Okay, bye, namaste.